I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm getting blasted by the sun. Hi, everybody. Um, this is my review, or this is my look back on 2022. How this year has been for me, the channel, generally. If I was gonna say how I feel about this year, honestly, I feel like I've lived 3 years in 1 year. It's weird. This year has felt like it has been a very slow but a very fast year at the same time. It's weird, but I just wanted to sit down, talk to you guys, since we've had a lot of new people subscribe to the channel. I've been working on some things, I've been planning things, and I just wanted to make this video because honestly I don't have anything ready for until next year, because a couple reasons. This is either definitely the last video or it's one of the last videos. No, this is definitely the last video of the year. I don't have any other videos made or ready. I have like one video I'm working on it, but it's not done, which is a Terraria video. The Pokemon videos, I just decided not to do them because it's the fucking holiday season. It's like you go from like what, Thanksgiving, you get like 2 weeks, like end of November to beginning of December. Those 2 weeks, those are like your grace period, and then you're right into another holiday, which is pretty much Christmas. So I've been just doing a lot of Christmassy things, holiday stuff, family stuff, just doing a bunch of stuff that you typically do around Christmas. But at the same time, I'm also leaving the country again. Funnily enough, I'm going on this was a planned vacation from last year with me and my parents. The me leaving the country earlier this year was not planned. That was an emergency thing. But this year I'm gonna leave the country. Gonna be gone until the I'm getting shine done. The 14th, and then from there, that's when videos come back. So it's like 2 weeks and like 2 days, which is like 18 days. My hair is a fucking mess. Oh my god, there's a lot I want to talk about, a lot I want to get into. So I'm just gonna talk. This is just gonna be unfiltered, unedited. I don't think it's gonna be edited. There's definitely gonna be music behind all this, but I'm just gonna talk. I want to talk about how this year was. I don't know. Do I have any OBS scenes set up to be able to show? What the fuck? Hi, hey guys, it's me. Help, hey. I haven't messed up. Here, I got a better idea. I do a display capture, right? I do this. Oh god, this is already wrong. Shrink it, put it there. How about that? That's better. Let me change this to the main screen. I have Steam open for no good reason, but we'll do that later. I'll do that later. For now, I just want to talk about, I hope all you new people, hi, my name's Kevin. To everybody that's already been here and been subscribed for a while, hi, it's me again. Just want to say thank you guys. Mainly thank everybody that you guys subscribe, you guys are watching. There's been a lot of traffic on the channel. I don't know how to explain these things or how to talk to it. It all sounds weird to me, but I've been, there have been people watching and that's nice to see. It's nice to see that there are people that like what I make, even though sometimes I feel like I don't like what I make, but that's besides the point. Granted, I do like the Terraria videos. The Terraria videos those are kind of funny. But yeah, this is me just updates, talk life, vlog-esque thing. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't do this often at all. I've done it like what? Twice? Oh, this is where we actually open up the thing and just go into YouTube. Right? I've done this twice, right? I've done this twice here on the channel. if I remember, I have a playlist specifically dedicated to updates on the channel, right? Don't I have like a dedicated playlist for updates? Don't I? Don't I? Should be on this fucking page here. It's not for some reason. If I'm right, there should be just a fucking playlist of shit. Oh, they'll say playlists. Pokemon ongoing, finished. And there's all the created playlists. I don't want to go through it. There's definitely an updates playlist here. Updates, nostalgia. I have a nostalgia playlist. I don't even remember what that playlist is. I am trying to look for it. Where is it? This is so unorganized. Listen, I know I have an updates playlist. I've done 2 videos on updates. This is like the 3rd one, okay? This is the 3rd update playlist I'm doing, or video. But yeah, I've done this before, and I'm going to do this again. I'm still repeating. I don't know. I want to say just, it's been fun making these videos. I don't have a structure. I don't have a script. This is just off the cuff. I don't know what I want to talk about. Actually, I want to talk about myself first. Yeah, because I'm not self-centered. No, definitely not. I want to say just this year's been a pain in the ass for me. Even though it's been great when it comes to making stuff, but at the same time, I feel like I could have made more. Not gonna lie. But, you know, I made some stuff. I made a lot of stuff, but I've not made what I like way more. And, you know, honestly, I'm one person. I can only do so much, especially when I have to juggle being, you know, I live with my, oh yeah, oh god, okay, back, I'm gonna just, before I even get to that, but yeah, I'm one person. I live in an apartment. I have to go to work, you know, because, you know, you have to work, and I also make stuff here and I stream. There's just so much I want to do. I'm gonna turn this off for now, right? So it's like I could have made more, but at the same time, you know, I did my best with what I was doing, you know, because, you know, you can go and try to give it your all every day, but you can't. Sometimes there are days where you need to just stop and not do just sit, relax, and do nothing, because you need it, because, you know, burnout's a real thing. And yeah, I just wish I could do things a little more efficiently, but it's fine. I can only make better stuff later and, you know, keep going. But yeah, beginning this year, I lived with my parents, right? Then I moved out. That was a whole thing. That was a mess. That was a little bit of a mess. That was a whole thing. I'm not gonna get into it, but it was a thing. I was like, I'm growing up, but at the same time, I'm not growing up. It's so weird, right? I move on from there to, you know, I'm living on my own, trying to figure out what to do, and organizing myself and doing the content. I've gotten, from like the middle of the year, I've gotten like this drive to make things, but I also have learned how to check myself to not overdo it, which is a very important thing. When you're doing this kind of stuff, you need to learn how, like, this is one of the big things that I learned this year. Mainly, this is the biggest takeaway I've learned from this year, is that I have a drive. I'm gonna do it. You should organize yourself. Write things down, make a list. I have a full list of things. I will show you the list. I will show you the list right now, actually, right? I have a list of things, right? Of series that I'm going to do, series that are active in a sense, right? I have them in a thing right here, right? Don't worry about the big ass T. Don't worry about this, right? So I have a current series / videos in progress, which is Inside Mind, which I haven't done shit for Inside Mind, but that's gonna come back. Pokemon Wilds, which again, I have not done a lot. I'm actually working on like a Pokemon Wilds guide, but since, you know, the team of Pokemon Wilds, they're still working on the game, and I am trying to figure out with the guides and stuff they laid out, but also trying to work out the mechanics on my own. It's been a little hard. So there's the X and Y cage lock, and now there's the Terraria overhaul series season 2. There's this. Then I have like solo ideas, which are just ideas of me, videos by myself, and then I have a bunch of group ideas. Don't worry about these group ideas. These are not gonna happen anytime soon. And don't worry about this big ass T. The T is something. It's a joke within me and Juan and Chris. But yeah, I learned organize yourself. When it comes to, you have a drive, you fucking follow that drive, but not to the point where you will sacrifice your well-being, or you will sacrifice your mental. Oh my god, mental is such a big thing when it comes to this. Mental inspiration, lack of inspiration, how to give yourself inspiration, how to, when you have inspiration, wisely use it. How not to procrastinate is such a big thing. I am a procrastinator. Granted. I don't know why, but most of the things when I make them, and it's usually the things I procrastinate, where I'm like, I'm procrastinating, editing things down, making things, those usually come out really good. And then the things I give a lot of time don't come out really good. That's because of the YouTube algorithm. But at the same time, there is also the whole just somehow people latch onto the things I procrastinated, which is a bunch of dumb garbage that I just blurted out. But I don't know. There's a give and take when it comes to me procrastinating. I've learned that I'm good. I'm really good when it comes to procrastinating, but I also should work on, if I have time, work on it. Work on stuff in a timely manner and make it good within, the long time I have, because I can't always procrastinate, because when I procrastinate, I stress myself out. I then burn myself out because I'm so stressed, and then I lose motivation and inspiration to do things. Like, that's not good, because it's like, it's a self-destructive cycle, and I can repeat the cycle, but then, it's not even a cycle. It's like, it's a line, because I don't have a way to re-inspire myself to get me to the point where I want to make something. And then I procrastinate to make something to go through that line I just talked about, right? That's not good, but it's also good. I see it as good but bad at the same time. Some of you might be like, that's not good at all, but I don't know. I just want to make things, but at the same time, I also am lazy. I'm a person. My hoodie is falling down. I'm a person. I get lazy. Everybody gets lazy. Everybody has those days. Everybody makes the same mistakes, right? Oh my god, I just thought about my hair, right? So my hair, right? As some of you can tell, I'm balding, right? Genetically, I'm not. It might be because I was stressed at the beginning of the year. Maybe that's probably what made it a little worse. I grew up my hair, right? If you've seen me from the start, actually, I can pull up like an old video, right? But like from the beginning of my channel, I had short hair. Like, I had like hair like that thumbnail, this thumbnail, thick, right? Or like shorter than that, right? That's what I usually keep it. This was like me having long hair. It was a test to see how I would look with long hair. I kind of like it. It was a year ago? Like a year ago now? Was that a year ago now? When was this? Where's the date? Oh my god, that year ago. Oh wow, look at that. Look at us. We're at 143. Look at us. But yeah, my hair. You can see the difference between my hair. Granted, you can tell it's thinned out a little bit here on top, right? But I've gotten longer. I actually trimmed it recently. It was actually a lot longer. It was like when it was wet and I brushed it down, it would go to my shoulder, maybe a little higher, somewhere around that area, right? But I was like, I like myself with long hair. It's cool. But now I'm just gonna be like, next year when I come back, at some point, it's not gonna reflect in videos. If you watch me, if you watch me on Twitch, I stream on Twitch, link in the description. you'll see just it's gonna be gone. I'm gonna buzz it. I'm buzzing it because I'm gonna try to rejuvenate it, sort of. I'm gonna rejuvenate it to, so I'm not balding because of my genetics. Thanks, Dad. Right? My dad's bald, so it's in my genetics. So it's 2022, and it's gonna be 2023. So there's tech, there's medicines, there's different things you can use to stop it. So I'm not worried about completely going bald. And hell, I might look good bald. I don't think I would look good bald. I honestly can't see myself bald. I'm so used to having hair. Granted, I've had hair since I was born, or since a baby, but still, if you ever tune in and this is gone, it's gone because of that reason. Back to videos. Stop me looking ill, right? I'm so out of everywhere, but I don't know. YouTube. Actually, I didn't talk about much myself. Honestly, to sum it down, I don't really want to go too deep into too much about myself. Granted, I want to talk to you guys about myself, but not too much about what's really happened. I want to keep it light, but I want to keep it, grounded. This year was a pain in the ass for me, but it was a very big year for me to learn more about myself, how I'm going to work on how I work with things. Life is a pain in the ass, and I just learned how to deal with it. But granted, big main key things, I moved out of my parents' house. I live here now. Within the span of that's around the middle of the year, which was around my birthday to, let's just say, August, September. That area was more of like me getting the hang of living on my own, having to cook for myself, all those different things, taking care of a house. I got a cat, which he's here. I don't know where. He hides a lot, but he's here. There's also the whole thing with I love this. This thumbnail was slept. I love that thumbnail. But yeah, living on my own. I got a cat. I'm learning how to deal with being on my own. Then there's also I got married. I got married to my wife. She's not here right now, but I got married. Hey, I got married. Woo. So, yeah, I got married. That was a thing. I'm happy we got married. I'm really happy. And I don't know, every time I talk about it, I just start smiling and I don't have words. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just happy about it, that we got married and everything. I love her. I've been with her for her 7 years, 8 this coming August. This is my problem. I always get September and August mixed up. I don't know why. This coming September would be 8, but that's still a whole year away, or less than a year, but still. From there, yeah, that's life. That's my life update. Now we can just shove that along because no one cares about my life except me and my one viewer, which is you, Jimmy. I know you're watching. Hi. Thank you. But yeah, YouTube thing. YouTube update, YouTube reflection, YouTube. I don't know. My reflection on YouTube. If I scroll back enough here, right, we can see what was the last video I posted, or the first video of the year I posted, because that's where I kind of just I would say is where that's where I started. This was in November, so I know this is in November. So then if I keep going, we hit 11 months here. So then would that be the death montage for Moamon? Apparently this song, the song for the intro, has gotten taken down. I don't know why. That is close enough, honestly. The 17th, that's close enough. Would it be this? Oh my god. If anybody that's watching is the one viewer that watched Coliseum, right? The Coliseum Nuzlocke. The reason why I stopped it is because the footage I had for the episode, it got corrupted. My footage for I recorded 3 videos. They all got corrupted. I got so mad. I just said I gave up. Was it the beginning of the cage lock? Was it the cage lock that started the year? No, that was on New Year's Eve. I worked that day, actually. I am trying to look for it. When was the first video of the new year? First video of the new year? No way, was that the 10th? Yeah, I guess the first video of the new year. Oh, this was the beginning of the end of. Oh god, look at me. See the difference in my hair. It was the beginning of the end of Infinite Fusion. Man, Infinite Fusion really, like, it's the kind of the lifeblood of my channel. Not gonna lie, it is like people keep coming to those videos and keep watching. Why? I don't know. They're great. I love Infinite Fusion. It's a great fucking fan game. But they just keep coming and coming and coming. Like, especially for the first video. The first video I think is at 3K views, which is amazing. I'm happy for that. There's also the cage lock. So around this time was the end of Infinite Fusion. I was already in the middle of the randomizer for Coliseum, and I started the cage lock. And that's also, I think, my first short on YouTube. Yes, it was my first short on YouTube. I love the cage lock. Is so fun. I took a hiatus with the cage lock because I had to leave the country because of that, and then it took me a while to get back into doing it because it was like I had still a lot going on. Kate, honestly, my dynamic with Juan is great. I love it. I love my dynamic with Juan because it's just him making me angry and me being angry at him. I think that dynamic is funny. But granted, I'm a simpleton when it comes to funny. So, I don't know if that translates to other people. In my opinion, the cage lock is slept on my channel. People should really do watch the cage lock. You guys really should. We started it again, and we're gonna finish it. Me and him are right now at the 7th gym. That's as much as I can give. We haven't done the 7th gym, but we're there. The randomizer was fun. That was honestly my first, that was the first solo randomizer that wasn't a fan game of a main game that I did in a while, because the last one was black and white, actually. And then Infinite Fusion ended. Oh yeah, there's the leaving the country update video. And then I started Dark Souls. Oh my god. Here's the thing. This is what I mean. I learned a lot this year about when it comes to making videos, especially when it comes to managing my videos in OBS and learning how things get corrupted and stop fucking around with plugins, because I should just work with what I have until I get a better computer, or until I get better parts, actually, right? I was trying to fuck around with audio things because my audio sucks. Again, actually, my audio sucked. My audio was good back at my parents' house because my room was full. This office is empty. Kind of like it's like there's not enough to help stop the bouncing of the voice. That's why right now, if you hear me, it's bouncy as fuck. This video is gonna be long. Oh, who cares? But yeah, this video is gonna be long. But so that's why it's so bouncy in here. So I tried learning how to compress audio. I tried learning how to separate audio tracks. Like, I did it before, but it was like a better separation. Like, I didn't have to use Voice Meter Banana. I used that still because honestly the plugin I got fucked up a couple things when it comes to OBS, and it messed up so much. I also found another plugin. I am so oily, and this is so strong on my face. I need to swap it into the blue light. Lower. There. Focus. This camera also sucks at focusing. Fuck. Right? So I found this plugin that lets me record, right? Like, I found this plugin, and it lets me record, how do you put it? Separate videos at the same time. So like right now, how you see me, and then you see this, right? They're on top. This thing's on top of my video camera. I would have it to where I would have this under it, and it's just my face right now. And that's how I would record with the plugin. And then I would have this already recording also. So it would be two separate video files with the same audio and the same audio separation. But it messed up so much, right? Because if you don't know, it uses your processor. It has to use your processor to record both damn videos at the same time, and also, it's keeping the same audio tracks. So it's synced, but it's like it's overloading everything. And especially when I was playing on, that's why the Coliseum videos got corrupted, because not only I was running a Wii emulator, it's a Wii GameCube emulator, right? I was running a GameCube emulator with a game that's already randomized that I kind of added a few I had like one thing in the settings running in to make it smoother, because it's not perfect, right? I had that going, and so every time I would look into the video, and it would be choppy. It would be so choppy that it was unviewable, right? It would chop. There'd be moments where it would just freeze, and it would just go ahead. Sometimes the audio wasn't synced with my voice. The game audio wasn't synced to the game. It was bad. I messed it up. Granted, I should have done it. I should have did it with one-off videos instead of a series, but that happened, and I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. So I had to kill Coliseum. I will come back to Coliseum, definitely, but, I had to kill Coliseum, which sucked, so I killed it. That died. Now, here comes another thing. I learned that, but then when it comes to now Dark Souls, this is what I mean when it comes to my ambition and my will to do things. I learned that I have a big ambition. I have all these ideas, these thoughts, like I want to do them. Then there is doing it. There's a difference about thinking about it and then actually doing it. When you do it and you start facing your roadblocks, where it's like, at the time was the roadblocks of how I wanted to edit it. There was a bunch of different things I wanted to do, but I couldn't, right? These, if you don't know, the Dark Souls videos were VODs that I did like, I want to say 2 years ago, actually. Like 2 years from when that video was uploaded. So I think 2019 or the beginning of the ending of 2019 and the beginning of 2020, it was within that area, those VODs. I had ideas of how I wanted to edit it, make it funny, blah, blah, blah. I was taking inspiration from YouTuber / Twitch streamer Doug and Martin. I don't know how to say Martin Scott. I don't know how to say his name. Martin, funny Australian, man. Funny Australian. He's so funny. He's so good, right? I was taking inspirations of their editing style, music, narration, all these different things. But then realizing, like, I don't know how to do a lot of this stuff. So it kind of turned into that I was using these Dark Souls videos to learn how to grow it. And the first video, I was so angry. I got very angry at this first video because I was like, I wasn't happy completely with how I edited it. But then I was like, then I shifted, right? I shifted from this video to this video, to the Roblox video. Oh my God, the Roblox video. So I knew this video wasn't going to do well, but this Roblox video was an experiment on how I wanted to edit. Granted, I also did not really try when it came to this video. I really more melted it down to the most cancerous, most brain-numbing parts of the video. and the thumbnail was just a one-off. Just it was an embodiment of how we felt afterwards, after doing the video, because that was a lot. That was a lot of that speedrunning. That speedrunning game that they have in Roblox is a pain in the ass, especially when you're actually racing with people, and when you're trying to be the fastest. It sucks so much. But I took that video, and it was more of a, let me see what I can try to do when I don't judge, or let me see. So Dark Souls was, let me see what I can do when I judge myself really hardly and try to aim for perfection, right? That was what that video was. And then the Roblox video came, and I was like, let me see what I can do when I don't try hard, when I try to just learn, and when I try to and not judge myself so harshly. So those are two ends of the spectrum. That was what that video was, right? It was funny. In my opinion, it's funny, but that's besides the point. So then episode 2 of Dark Souls comes out. It's 9 minutes. The editing style for this video is so much, it's different actually compared to the first video, right? It's a little more, I don't say high quality. I wouldn't call it high quality, but it was it's definitely better. In my opinion, it's definitely better. It's smoother. My ability to do stories within it, not so good. Or my story building, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm still working on that. But my ability to be able to just show a coherent timeline of events when it comes to these videos, I'm still working on that. I'm not great at it, right? So, but the editing style compared to this, to what this was much different, because I think this one was more of me trying really hard, but then getting really frustrated, giving up on ideas, and just not executing them, and just getting angry because I couldn't do it, and I was getting mad at myself because I was giving myself a time limit. And then this one, I didn't give myself a time limit. It took, what was it? This came out, this was 9 months. This is 8 months. I think these two videos are like actually like a month and a half apart from each other or something like that, right? So I wasn't stressing on it. And so then I started making the cage lock took over. I was actually trying to make funny memes within the cage lock videos. And then episode 3 came out, and honestly, it was funny. And then I was starting to realize like, Dark Souls isn't really working out. This is where it started actually. In episode 3, this is where I realized like these VODs, or like, with life, I don't have the time to go through VODs like that, right? So it's like, so if I'm gonna make a series out of all of these VODs, which in total there were 18, 20 VODs in total, and I'm condensing each VOD, I have to sit there for like hours on end to edit down this VOD into not only a coherent video, but an entertaining video at the same time, right? That was too much. That was honestly too much for me. So then I was like, that's when it started, where I was like, maybe Dark Souls ain't it. Maybe, because actually episode 3 and episode 4 are from the same VOD. So I split it, and then I was like, okay, that's cool. And then episode 5 came, and then that's when it was like, yeah, no, I can't a lot, because episode 5 was the start of where, from every VOD I started realizing, that was VOD 4 what episode 5 came from. And from VOD 4 onward, I realized there's a lot of dead space between big events, and I was like, there's a lot of dead space between funny moments and important things, and then there's just me grinding, funny, me grinding, funny. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not doing this. Granted, I could do it, but at the same time, I was like, I don't think it's worth it. I don't want to. I don't want to keep going like that. It's very much like I want to do it, but it's at the same time with such a big time gap. And then with such a big time gap with how when the VODs were made to now, it's like it doesn't make sense. So I'm like, meh, right? Meh. Throw it out. Cancel it. Stop it. All right? And then I started doing these one-off horror-esque video games. This was my favorite one. Terrifying. My favorite one, but terrifying. Escape the Backrooms was really good. Slender Gus, Among Us. The Bonnie's Bakery was really fun. I love that. And I have more one-off like video-esque, or maybe they turn into full horror playthroughs in the library. I just haven't touched them because I was like, you know, in the media of all these different things, there are different things that are happening in my life that is like stops me from recording, stops me from editing, stops me from all this stuff. So I'm like, I was learning that I have ambition. I have limited knowledge on how to do it. So I have to learn how to do it. But with that, there's also, I have other things that limit me to do this. So it's like, I started learning that I need to juggle, but not juggle to where how to say it? I need to learn how to juggle, but juggle in a way where what I was doing before was juggling everything. I was trying to have a life, trying to edit, trying to learn how to edit, try to give myself a time limit, edit within that time limit, get it all out and ready, but also have a life. And it all started like colliding, and it all kind of fell apart. And then I came back, and then I was like, I came back. I was like, it all fell apart. I took a step back. I looked at how I was doing everything, and then I was like, okay, I have to give and take, right? There are days where I just don't edit, or I don't record, or I don't even stream. There are weeks where I don't stream. That's been a thing. And I just live life, take care of the things that need to be taken care of, and do all that stuff. Then there are weeks where I'm like, I can record, I can edit, I can do all this stuff and do it. And then it's like, when it comes to things, my series are so far out of between because I'm one person. I don't have an editor. I'm not big enough to have an editor. I don't have income coming from my channel where I can pay an editor to make more videos to keep a consistency, right? I also have a job. I have a life. So recording isn't always consistent. Juan has a life. He has a job. So again, I have to work around his schedule and my schedule. Like, when it comes to recording, right? Like, to give you a breakdown of how I record, there is a day dedicated to, if I'm doing a solo Pokemon series, or just a solo series, there's a day dedicated to that series. Then, there's a day dedicated to, like, these one-off videos. Like, these, like, Arachnophobic, or Control Room, Bonnie's Bakery, Escape the, like, there was a day, like, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because Short Walk to Grandma's House. Yeah, all of these videos, or no. So, funny thing. You know, everybody's like, ew, you're wearing the same shirt in, like, different videos. Like, there are people like, I was concerned about that. So you can see these two videos have the same shirt. This video, a different shirt. These two videos, the same shirt. Those were all on the same day. I just swapped shirts because I was concerned about that. But then I was like, why am I concerned about that whatsoever? So I did that. But yeah, I had a day dedicated to all this. Inside Mine was one VOD that I got 5 videos out of, which was great, right? But I'm gonna get to that, right? There's a day dedicated to the one-offs. There's a day dedicated to a series. Then there's a possible time or a day where me and Juan can actually sit down and get 3 videos out, or record at least 3 videos of the cage lock, and then we don't get together for fucking a month, for a fucking month, because Juan's schedule, my schedule, like, it's, you know, we have to work around that. And then Inside 9 happened. I was like, I like this game, I want to make a series out of it, and I'm streaming it at the same time, so I did that. But I haven't touched it in, like, since July, I think it was. I think Inside Mine on the channel. So the very last video I recorded in my house that was uploaded, right, in my parents' house is, I think, yeah, it's the first, or no, yeah, the first, no, the first crap recording of Wilds, because there was a recording I did that was like, I didn't like it, so I scrapped it. So the very last video that got uploaded and was recorded at my parents' house was Shark Phobia, which honestly, It was a good game, but also very wonky, right? And so then these videos were recorded in my parents' house, but I uploaded them from here. And then the first ever videos that I recorded and then uploaded in this apartment were the Wilds videos, right? And then I think, if I'm right, episode 21 is the first video of the cage lock where I recorded in here. And then we get to Overhaul, which Overhaul is great. Overhaul is going to be, I am working on the Overhaul videos. They're funny as fuck. Granted, I will say, I wish I got Juan and Chris's perspectives when we were fighting the bosses, because I'm going to realize that I died a lot. So it's just Juan and Chris just, and I'm just there. So, definitely next time when it comes to, games like this or another Terraria series, I'm definitely going to be asking them to record their perspectives when it comes to fighting the bosses and just send them to me, and then I'll label them accordingly. Yeah, that's another thing. That was another thing, like working with your friends. If your friends, like, my friends are great. I love my friends. Shout out to my friends. I love you guys, right? So, and this is a thing you need to learn. I have ambition. I throw myself towards this, and I try really hard to get myself to make this as good as possible. And I want to record. They can't. So you have to learn that you can't get mad at them when you can't do it, because it's not like I got mad at them. It's that I got frustrated because, like, I want to do it. I want to get these type of videos out, and I have a list of things I want to do, and like that's the other thing. Because this is going to get into another problem I ran into while doing all of this, right? So I have Overall happening. I have a Pokemon Cage Lock with Juan. Those are two series that are collabs with my friends. And then I have Inside Mine, and then I have like Pokemon Wilds and other like solo things happening at the same time. At one point, I was doing Dark Souls, the Cage Lock, Inside Mine. I was working on Terraria at the same time, and I was recording these one-off videos all in the span of 1 month. That wasn't good because I started feeling like I had too much happening at once. I had too many things happening. That's also kind of the reason why I was like, I need to kill Dark Souls. I need to get rid of Dark Souls, because it was like, Dark Souls, it doesn't look like it's gonna pan out. In my opinion, there's too much dead area, too much dead space in between the funny and the important stuff. It was a great game, and honestly, it's better as VODs. I didn't upload all the VODs, which was my bad. I deleted them all. I didn't upload all the VODs, but I do have a VOD channel where I'm gonna upload everything from now on. From now on, I'm gonna upload everything. But I learned that I can't put myself through too much. That's why I have this whole list of video ideas where it's like, this is what's currently happening. These are what we're working on. This is what I'm going to do later. This is all for later. And I still also have a whole other list on my phone that's a bunch of other things. This is just what I want in like the near future. There's a bunch of things that I want to work on in the future. So it's like, that's why I'm saying that you can't get mad at your friends. I'm not saying that I got mad at my friends. I got mad more of the why isn't this lining up, right? Did I not set up? Did I not prep right? Did I not talk to them enough to schedule things? Like, I started beating on myself. I wasn't mad at them. I was mad at myself, because I was like, I thought I talked to them. I thought I made sure things happened. I didn't take into account of life, because I was so tunnel vision into making content and to doing this that I didn't take apart life, where it's like, oh, something can happen, something can come up. So I would get mad at life. I would get mad at all that stuff. These are the things YouTubers don't talk about, actually. Is all this kind of stuff. Is like, organize yourself and be okay with interruptions. Interruptions really help you, because you also sometimes it snaps you out of a funk. There have been so many times in the past 3 months where I've just lived life, and then I've come back to making videos And I'm like, wow, I'm like banging this shit out, right? Because I'm rejuvenated, because I lived life and I wasn't just living, breathing content, right? So it helps with my mental, it helps with me staying organized. And now that's why I've condensed my series into a better thing. One-offs, and this is a structural thing, it's a very loose structure that I follow now for my videos. I have one Pokemon series happening at this moment, which is the Cage Lock. And I'm going to keep it to that until the Cage Lock ends. I have one big collab series, which is just me and 2 other people, which is Overhaul. And then technically I have one solo series, which is technically Wilds, but it's also Inside Mine. It's kind of half and half, because I think with Wilds, I'm gonna wait for it to update, because Wilds, I think, because there's gonna be a big update coming out next year, or like next year around April. So for now, in the background, I'm gonna try to learn the mechanics of what Wilds is now, trying to learn breeding mechanics, move mechanics, and a bunch of other things, so that when it updates, I can go into it and start saying, this is a breeding tutorial, this is what every move works, stuff like that. It's an idea, right? So I have that happening. So right now, if I'm gonna say it right, those are like the things that are happening. The main things I want to pump out is the Cage Lock, which I can, because I've still a bunch of backlog with the videos, and Terraria, because I can constantly do that. I have YouTube Shorts if I get the idea of going into my Twitch clips and grabbing that and make that into a short, yeah, go for it. That's it. But not all my Twitch clips are short worthy. Some of them are kind of ass, and I blame my Twitch channel for that. I blame chat for that, because they're ass at clipping things. Yeah, that's like the structure. That's what I learned from YouTube. It's just all of that. The structure, get yourself organized, your mental state. It's very important. Your mental state is so important when it comes to making stuff. There was at a point where I was like, I didn't make anything for like a month because I wasn't happy. And it's not like I wasn't happy with life. I was just not happy doing it because I was so stressed out doing it. So I was like, I need to take a step back and, change up what I was doing. That helped. I'm organized. I'm a lot better. And to be honest, where I'm standing now in terms of how my videos are edited to how I also can I just say, YouTube, why did you get rid of the sort from oldest to newest and newest to oldest? Because that pisses me off, because I can only do recently uploaded and popular, and I still don't understand why this is up there in the popular videos. Why are people watching this episode when I have a whole separate episode 1? There are 2 episode 1s. This episode 1 is not the actual episode 1 of the Sword and Shield Wonderlock, right? That's not the official one. And then like there's all of these videos. Great ass thumbnail I made. I really pushed it with this thumbnail and this thumbnail. Those 2 thumbnails were my thumbnails where I was like, this is gonna be fun. Funny, haha, funny, and haha, edgy. Those were fun. I started laughing at the idea of this one because that was a very, 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 very bad joke. Very, very, very bad joke. Also, Hat in Time is here, which is great, but there's a reason why, because there's a lot of people that didn't understand a level in there. Oh my god, the Uranium Soul Link. There's so much here, right? I could scroll forever. This video is here. Wow. The first ever Nuzlocke I did. But, yeah. But, like, compared to what I'm making now to what I made back then, where they were kind of not mindless, where they were kind of just record, upload. There weren't any editing, because, of course, that's just how you start. Honestly, that's kind of how you start. A really good way, like, that's actually a really good way to start, is record, upload, right? Record, upload a game that you like to play and just talk and talk and talk. That's what I did with Hat in Time And that's kind of what I did with the randomizer, with the black and white randomizer. I recorded and I talked to the point where I started kind of editing it down, editing these videos down. Same with these videos. I started editing them. And then came Overhaul, and Overhaul is when I started actually learning how to edit. But at the same time, I didn't change how I did the Pokemon videos and the Hat in Time videos, because it was like, it's going to stick to those. I'm going to finish those how they are. And then I did Overhaul, and I kept pushing Overhaul. I kept pushing how I was editing with Overhaul. And then I did some one-offs. I need to go back to this game because I've never actually finished the story mode. But oh my god. Fucking Garden Warfare is such a good game. Good game series. Don't Starve Together was another group thing I did. This was a thing I had actually edited by me from my boy Zingo, Carl, if you don't know him. Check him out. He's great. He's really great. He's a friend. I went to high school with him. Me and him are high school friends. He does a lot of different videos. I have not seen these three. Granted, I don't like One Piece. These 4 videos I've not seen. I will say that. I've not seen those because I've been busy. Okay? But he did that video for me. God, see, this is what I mean. I can't... I hate this. Bring back the oldest to new. Bring that back, because this pisses me off that I can't just filter it like that. Right? I did Slime Rancher. Didn't really work out. I didn't really like how it was going. This Bed Wars video is funny, but I also don't remember it. At the same time, I just recently came back and looked at it, and it was weird. But yeah, I did one-off videos. I did these one-off things. I did some Nautica because that video was choppy. I did all these things, this Soul Link, all this stuff. So, I've been talking, I've been doing. Listen. All I want to say is, overall, this is my 2020. God, this video is almost an hour. It's about to be an hour. This is my outlook on 2022, what I've learned, how I've done it, how I lived. I also want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed recently and have been subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it. There's gonna be a lot more. There's gonna be more stuff out there. I'm gonna try to crank out what I can when I can, because I'm only one person. So what I want to do is this, right? I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna be gone. I've said this earlier, but I am going to be gone for like 2 weeks. Actually, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks in next year, but this is the last video of this year. So why am I doing this? Is because it's the holidays, end of the year. It's a lot of stuff at once. I can't do it all. So I'm putting the channel and my content creation on a little bit of the back burner. It's sort of a vacation from doing it. I'm going to try to just relax and enjoy the holiday and spend time with the families, because I'm married. Well, family, because I'm going to Colombia, and that's my family. So, yeah. But what I want to say is, if you're here and you're new to my channel, I'm not going to force you. I'm not begging you. I'm asking. Go into the channel. Literally, especially the homepage, because I pride myself in organizing my homepage. I have all the shorts. I have the most popular videos, and I have my uploads, right? But I pride myself. I have a literal unfiltered, but also but it's not updated all the way because I need to update it. But I have Gaming with Friends. I have a playlist that's called Gaming with Friends. I have a full playlist of scary games that is actually updated. I also have ongoing series that's not updated. I need to update that. But I have ongoing series. I have finished series, which are also dead series. I have literally Pokemon content. I have my first Nuzlocke. I have a non-Pokemon content. Where is it? That's not here. What the fuck? This should be here. There was one. How dare they? It's gone. Oh no, it's here. This whole list of non-Pokemon content here, and just generally just scroll down and just pick one. Literally just pick one and just watch my old videos. Tell me what you like. Tell me what was boring. Tell me what you didn't like, and stuff like that, because I want to take your guys' advice. I also want to know what you guys want me to play, what you want to see. I'm willing to work on stuff you guys want that maybe I don't want to, but I could make it work, because I want to make this channel where it's my channel, but it's also a place you guys come to watch for things you guys like and I like. And I want to talk to you guys. I want to make a community. I also want to do some things with viewers at some point. Yeah, so that's one thing. I want, if you guys are bored, there's no new no new uploads, please look at old content that I have here. Next, I'm going to tell you, not only I've already plugged one person, but I also have all these people here. Well, not all these people are active. Also, this is dead because I'm lazy. Not because I'm lazy, but scheduling, really. I have literally VODs. They're not all there, but I have VODs of old past streams. I have my boy Zingo. He has a YouTube channel. He has a Twitch. Chris streams on Twitch. He plays TFT. I have not talked to him in a while. I should talk to him. I'm very bad when it comes to communicating. But I'm going to put here, I'm going to update this, my friends list anyway. I'm going to add my friends, because go watch their shit. Twitch streams. I am actually going to stream a couple more times before the end of this year. I think it's like one or two times. I don't know yet. But I am going to stream before the end of this year. And yeah, I'm going to link all the YouTube channels of people that I say you guys should go watch, like Zingo, Chris's Twitch channel, Juan's Twitch channel, my friend Ricky, no, he doesn't have a channel. My friend Ricky, he's gonna make a YouTube channel, but he has a Twitch channel. I'm gonna link that. I have a lot of things. I have a Discord. It's kind of dead, but I'm trying to keep it alive. I'm really pumping. I'm really injecting it with adrenaline every so often, but if you guys want an easier way to talk to me directly, that's through Discord. I have a Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I find Twitter meh, but I have a Twitter, if that's even a thing. I'm probably gonna link it. I don't know. But yeah, I also have a Twitch channel. If you're from YouTube and you haven't seen my Twitch channel, go check out the Twitch channel, because I am gonna stream one or more times this year. But yeah, all in all, I just want to say 2022 was shitty, but it was a year of learning, and I think that's a very good thing, actually. I think I've learned a lot, and I'm ready to take what I've learned and push it through to 2023, and I'm aiming for 200 subs by the end of the year. Here's the thing. My goals are relatively reachable. I like to do it reachable because I don't want to shoot too high and be disappointed. But if I could go to 350 by the end of the year, that'd be great. But my goal is 200. So I'm hoping 200 by the end of the year. I just want to say thank you again. Please just do everything I said previously. And yeah, this year was a big learning experience, and I'm really happy with where I'm going now and how I'm there. I'm sorry that this is very long, but I don't get to talk to you, the viewer, and I also, most of the time, I also don't get to just streamline and just speak. I do that sometimes on Twitch, but not like in this analytical, self-analyzing, more deep thought stuff. So I don't get to do that, so I'm sorry it's so long, but thank you. And if you actually sat here and watched through the whole video, I want to thank you, because you're probably the people that actually watch every single video, and I'm happy and thankful for having you on the channel. And here's the next year. It's gonna be great. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm really hoping I'm gonna get a lot done next year. So with that said, thank you for watching this very long video, and please go check out everybody and everything I said. If you can, if not, it's okay. And I will see you in the next video I make or in the next live stream I'm in. Remember, everything is in the description. Thank you, and goodbye. Have a good day.